Hello everybody and welcome to It Invaded episode 13 anime review, the season finale. Bloody hell, I hope they make more, you know, I'm actually hoping they make more. Like, they've left it sort of open-ended, maybe open-ended's the wrong word, but they have left themselves in a position where they wrapped up this story basically, but if they want to make more, they're free to. Like, they could easily do another arc, which I'd be so down for. But no, this has been surprisingly really good. It like built this one. I was like, I was like, yeah, this is good. Okay, it's getting better. It's really good actually. It's been very much enjoyable, and you know, you can tell when something's enjoyable when you learn people's names properly, and that is a thing that happened. That is, it seems like such a simple thing, but that is a thing that absolutely happens. If you don't really care, you don't remember people's names. That is a thing that happens when you watch a lot. But anyway, let's jump into the episode and see what went down and everything. What we're going to do, we're going to go through the episode like normal, and then I'll give my sort of overall thoughts on the whole season at the end, so that'll be good. Let's get into the episode now, though, and do this thing. So people that are stuck inside the wells, they're still dying. That's pretty bad, that's not great. Narisago then attempts to sneak attack dive bomb on the John Walker, and didn't work because he shouted, and they make a thing, it's like sneak attack, don't shout, and it's like, you know what, good point. Then Honda Machi rides a shark which eats part of John Walker, but then he repairs himself. This part I was like, okay, she's riding a shark, why is she doing that? That's a crazy thing. But no, he can repair himself, I guess because his real body is dead. It will just repair him, is what he said. So clearly that's not going to be an option unless you like crush him into paste. Even then, would he reassemble? I'm asking the real questions here. But yeah, then they steal his hat and then he chases them like an idiot. Like that, he was even like, this is clearly a trap, basically. And then he was like, oh well, I'll play along. Idiot, you know? I guess he was too cocky. He was too confident and they used that against him. And so yeah, he chases them. Momaki is going in the suit, but he's being affected even though he's wearing the suit. But we go more on him in a minute. The support team, remember them, they figure out that the rocks that are chasing after them respond to sound. So if you be quiet, you'll survive, basically. And then the lad is like, gets a blushy face because he can feel her boobs. So I'm like, mate, you're literally in a life or death situation here, and you're a grown-ass man, you know? All I'm going to say on that one. They end up in Fukuda's well, everyone, in the first well of the series. You remember where the hand was disconnected and all that? Great place to stop. Walker gets his hat back because he like kicks them a little bit. He thinks Fukuda is coming to assist basically, and then he taunts them a bit. Oh no, they taunt him a bit. Be like, he still hasn't figured it out. Can you believe it? And I'm like, guys, you're bullying the poor old man. Figured out he's got a god complex type thing, and he created the cornerer, which is Narisago, in order to corner him to where, you know, we get here now. Is basically what he said, or what they said, sorry. But then after a little bit more banter, I'm not going to go into all their talking because you watched it too. Narisago uses his hand, which is disconnected from his body because it's the first well, and chokes him out with that. He's sat down in a seat also. That's actually, I should have mentioned that because that's important. The seat he's sitting in is actually a Mizuhanome, which Fukuda apparently brought to the well, they said. So then they like send him into the well within a well, where he pops out just before he shot himself, and Narisago restrains him before he can shoot himself. So he's arrested in the well within a well, and then they lock him in there, destroy the controls, so he can't get out basically. So yeah, kind of mental that it's kind of good because they can't arrest him in the real world because he's dead. So what they did instead was they trapped him in the well within a well and got him arrested there. So to John Walker, he's arrested. It's the same. He's in prison. You know, he doesn't have no free. It's as if he had just got caught regularly, and obviously he doesn't exist in the real world. So it's a win-win, I think. You know, the bad guy double loses in a way. That was good. Good guys win. And then they're like, and now we wait to be let out of here. Basically, it's like we can't get out on our own, and now we wait, and wait we do. Second half of the episode, maybe not half, second section, primarily focuses on Momoki and his... he climbs a lot of stairs. But you know that scene in Final Fantasy VII where you just keep going up the stairs? It's like that. But it's a lot more... You know, he gets drugged up to keep him going. He like chokes on vomit, but then gets resuscitated and vomits everywhere. It's pretty grim. But eventually he finds Asakai, and she recognizes him through the... I don't know how, you can barely make out his face through the suit, but whatever. She's like, I know you. You're the good guy who wouldn't shoot me. Please save me. And he's like, nah, I got a gun. And you know, she's like, oh, okay then. That's how we're gonna do this. We see when she was taken by the John Walker and also the other scientist as well. They never explain like how he died. That's the one thing. Like I'm just assuming that the proper John Walker, Hayasura, I think that's his name. I assume he killed him and buried him at Momoki's to like blame him. Is essentially what I think happened. Momoki throws the gun away and cuts communications, destroys the device, and basically says, "Let's run. We can run away, find you somewhere where there's no one about, where you'll be fine." And she's like, "That's not going to work. You know, I'm getting dreams of other countries. It's spreading. The reach is spreading. Unless you want to send me to the moon, I don't think that's going to work." Oh my god, they're going to send it? No, they're not going to send it to the moon. That would be a crazy plot twist. They're like, "We'll send you to the moon." I'm glad they didn't do that. I would have been like, "What? That would have been mental." Would that work? I guess eventually she would get the reach back to Earth, I guess. And then she's on the moon, you can't do nothing about her. So that's not good. Anyway, she tries to shoot herself with the gun. Unfortunately, the gun is completely empty. Momoki didn't even load it because I guess he never intended to kill her. He's like, I can't do it, I'm a police officer. So I guess he never, you know, you can't let her kill herself. He basically not planned this whole thing out, but he sort of knew this would happen, how it would end up with the gun, and he was like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." She knows she has to go back in, and so she does. And then Momoki says, "One day somebody will proper save you, and you know, someday someone will, but not today." And then she, I guess, has a vision of Sakaido or Narisago. I assume it's Sakaido because he's. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They're the same basically. Basically saying, "Found you alive for once." So, implying that eventually Narisago is going to save her, which he probably is, you know. I really want him to do more, and we can sort of focus on saving Asakai. I do sort of want him to do more. Like, there's a part of me that's like, this was really good, they should leave it. And then another part of me is like, but I want to see more though. You know, I'm unbalanced, not at the moment. But there, she goes back in and everything. Everyone wakes up, hooray, they get extracted. Good stuff. Fukuda is still in his coma, as well as everyone else who I presume died inside the well. They're still in a coma. Who knows if they'll save them eventually. I guess maybe Asakai could do it if she gets saved. Are we building towards the massive happy ending? Because that would be a big surprise, and I'd honestly be kind of on board with a big old happy ending. Like, this is mostly happy, but there's still a little bit of like, you know, Asakai didn't get saved, everyone's still in a coma. But I hope it feels like they want to do more. It does feel like they want to do more. It doesn't feel like they've left it completely, and I'm okay with that. Anyway, one day Narisago also says, "One day I'll go back to my real home, but not today." And I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that means one day he'll, you know, go off and join his family, being dead. Which, you know, that's, I don't have much to add. But he's like, not today. He's not suicidal. He's just like, one day it's going to happen, but for right now, I've got a job to do, basically. He said that a bit later on as well. I've got a job to do. Then basically after that, we get a bit, I guess it's like a brief time skip to where everything's back up and running. Narisago and Honda Machi are heading into a new well and everything. We see like everyone else has got stuff. Matsuoka's got a new partner. We see the new director. Momoki's back in charge. Good stuff there. And then at the end, they dive in, and Narisago or Sakaido, or both, who knows at this point, they give like an ending monologue. And then they go about doing detective work, I guess. And that was the end of the episode. I liked it, you know, I think it was a suitably good ending. I was really worried they were going to end it badly. They ended it pretty well, I think. Left just enough open to give me hope for more. But closed it enough to where if they don't make more, I won't be too disappointed. So yeah, Okay, then, yeah, I enjoyed the finale. That's all I really got to say. And I like that they left it sort of open. That's all to say on that. The whole series as a whole, really liked it. At first I was like, it's just going to be a detective show, and that's whatever, you know. I was fine with it. I would enjoy it, but I'd be like, okay, you know, murderer of the week, whatever. But no, it built towards a flipping good thing. I kind of liked the sort of sci-fi, more fi than sci, elements to it with the old brain, you know, the coma ring. I liked all that. I'm not one of them that's like, everything's got to be super realistic, you know. I like sort of jargony sci-fi explanations that are not realistic. Let's go with that. I like that kind of stuff because it's fiction. It doesn't have to be realistic. That's the whole point. I liked the characters. They all grew on me, like Narisago, Honda Machi. Fukuda was MVP. Like, he really grew, you know, despite the fact that he was, in the beginning, it was like, he's the hot drill. I called him for a while. I was like, he's the drill man. But then I was like, nah, he's Fukuda. And Ido, he's a good guy. Yeah, the one, I guess, we don't really get to know much about Hayasura and why he did it, other than he has a bit of a god complex. But, you know, he's dead now. So well, he's not. He's in dead jail. Like, I do wonder, in the well within a well, Narisago knew that he was John Walker. Where the only way he would know that if it was real Narisago. So are we going to get to a point in, let's make believe there's going to be a season 2. Are we going to get to the point there when they go into the well within a well again, and they're at that point again, Narisago quickly pins him down? Like, is this like a time travel type thing? Not proper time travel, but you know what I mean, because the well within a well, the time is all over the place. Who knows? You might not even make another one. I hope they do, though, as I've said many times. Series as a whole, liked the characters, liked the art style and animation was good. You know, at first I was like, yeah, this is whatever, but actually it suited it quite well. Character designs I really liked. Like, okay, I'm gonna rephrase that. No, they're all fine, but like the support team are like whatever. You know, they just look kind of meh, whatever. Momaki just looks like a dude, you know. But then you got like Narisago and Sakaido, both, you know, I guess different designs. Honda Machi stands out, Fukuda stands out, you know, they sort of stand out more. That's good, I like it. It makes them more, is recognizable the right word? That's the word we'll go for. Really liked the, I just like the mystery element to it as well. Like, at the beginning I was like, I think I said in the first episode, like, I want to explain things, I don't know what's going on. But I actually, in hindsight, them slowly revealing things and how things worked, it worked really well, didn't it? I think it did. And if you disagree with me, good. Props to you for having a backbone about your opinions. But no, I liked it. The one downside, I guess, is I really did think it being that John Walker being Hayasura was really obvious, you know? Maybe not the whole how everything played out and like Asakai and all that. Maybe that wasn't obvious. I mean, I wouldn't have predicted anything that happened in the last few episodes at the beginning. But Hayasura, as soon as he showed up, I was pretty locked on that he was gonna be the bad guy. So that's maybe the one bad thing, is that was sort of predictable. But they made it interesting, everything around it interesting enough to where it didn't really affect the show too much. I had a really good time with this. My slight complaints are literally just nitpicks. Because I don't want to be too positive, but I am a very positive man, especially about stuff I like. When something's really bad, I'll say it's bad. This has been really good and I've enjoyed it. It's been my favourite thing of this season. I'm not watching too much this season, but this has definitely been my favourite thing. Sucks to everyone who's watching the dub. I've got a friend who was watching the dub. Final episode, obviously, has been delayed because of that there thing that we you know, YouTube doesn't like you talking about. So yeah, that sucks for anyone watching the dub. Just watch the sub, you know, just easy. Anyway, I can't think of too much else to say. Really good, would recommend to a friend. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. At some point I'll have what I'm watching for the coming season out, and you know, I'll be able to I'll do more reviews next season, basically, so stick around for that. I will see you in whatever video you decide to watch next. Take care and bye guys.